presentation is about the property of log functions. Log functions are the inverse of exponential functions. So we have log base b of y equals x, where you can think of b as the base and x as the exponent. We use log functions whenever we are trying to solve for the exponent. The following are properties of log functions. We can use these properties to combine multiple logs into one log function. The only way you're allowed to do this is if the bases are the same. If the bases are not the same, then you cannot simplify. First, we have the addition rule. So if you have log of A plus log of B, you can combine them into one log by multiplying the contents of the inside. So they turn into log of A times B. The subtraction rule, if we have log of A minus log of B, you can combine them into one log by dividing the contents. So that becomes log of A times B. And finally, we have the power rule, where if we have the log of a number raised to a power, for example, log of A raised to the B power, you can simplify the exponent by bringing it to the front and multiplying it by the remaining log. So log A raised to B can be rewritten as B times log of A. Here are some examples. Log base 5 plus log base 4, we'll use the addition rule to combine that into log base 20. The 20 comes from 5 times 4. The second one, we have log base 7 minus log base 2 equals log base 7 over 2. We divide the contents since it's a subtraction problem. And then finally, log of x raised to the 6th power can be rewritten as 6 times log of x. You can think of it as we're kicking the exponent out and multiplying it by the remaining log. We are going to fill in the blanks using the log properties that we learned from the previous slide. So the first one, log base 10 plus log base 5. We're going to use the addition property, which tells us to multiply the contents of the inside. 5 times 10 turns into the log of 50. The second one, we are going to use the subtraction property. Log of 50 minus log of 2. Using our subtraction rule, we're going to divide the contents so we get log of 25. Log of x raised to the A power. We can use our power rule, rewrite it as A times log of x. Log of 25 plus the log of some number is going to give us log of 75. Our addition property tells us to multiply the contents of the inside. So we are going to need to multiply 25 times something to give us 75, and that would be 3. Log of some number minus log of 4 is going to equal log of 7 over 2. So what number divided by 4 will simplify to 7 over 2? And that is 14. And lastly, we can rewrite log of x squared as 2 times log of x. We're going to combine this longer problem into one simplified log function. So we have 2 log base 5 of 6 plus log base 5 of 3 minus 1/2 log base 5 of 144. So first of all, we are allowed to combine these since they are all log base of 5. The first step to combining these is we need to deal with the coefficients in the front. You can only combine them into one log if the coefficients are all 1. So we're going to have to use our power rule first. So 2 log base 5 of 6 can be rewritten as log base 5 of 6 squared, and 1/2 log base 5 of 144 can be rewritten as log base 5 of the square root of 144, since raising something to the half power is the same thing as taking the square root. So once we simplify those numbers, we get log base 5 of 36 plus log base 5 of 3 minus log base 5 of 12. And then we are going to use our addition and subtraction properties starting from the left and then moving our way to the right. So log base 5 of 36 plus log base 5 of 3, we're going to use our addition property, which tells us to multiply those two together. Log base 5 of 3 times 36 is going to be 108. And then the last step here is to use our subtraction property, which tells us to divide the insides. 108 divided by 12 is 9, so our final simplified answer is log base 5 of 9. We can also use these properties and work our way backwards and expand the log. So we have log of a raised to the 4th power times b raised to the 3rd over 2 square root c. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to break it up into 4 different logs. Log of a raised to the 4th plus log of b raised to the 3rd minus log of 2 minus log of the square root of c. The reason why log of 2 and log of square root of c are both negative is because those two are in the denominator. Log a to the 4th, log b to the 3rd are positive because they're in the numerator. And then we are going to finish this off by using our power rule. So we are going to bring all of the powers to the front. So the 4 comes out of the first term, 3 is multiplied by the second term, and 1/2 is multiplied by the 4th term, since the square root is the same thing as raising something to the 4th power, or sorry, the 1/2 power.